It was New Year's Day, and Lydia was excited to start her resolution to save more money. She had always struggled with saving, but this year she was determined to make a change. She decided to buy a wooden piggy bank from the market to help her stay on track. Her plan was to fill the piggy bank with extra money and use it to shop for Christmas presents for herself and her family. As soon as Lydia brought the piggy bank home, she put some money into it and felt a sense of accomplishment. She placed the piggy bank under her bed, feeling proud of herself for taking the first step towards saving, but little did Lydia know, her new piggy bank came with a mysterious surprise. 1 week later, strange things started happening in Lydia's house. She would hear voices at midnight, like two people whispering to each other. At first, Lydia thought she was dreaming, but as the voices continued, she realized that something was amiss. Lydia confided in her husband, Chris, but he just laughed it off, saying she must have been hallucinating. "You're just stressed, Lydia," he said. "You need to relax." But Lydia knew what she heard, and she was determined to get to the bottom of the mystery. As the days went by, the voices continued, and Lydia started to notice that money was going missing from her handbag. Chris denied taking the money, and Lydia was baffled. Who could be stealing from her? They didn't have a maid, and their children were too young to be taking money. They made a decision to change the locks and replace them with new ones, but still it continued. The mystery deepened, and Lydia began to feel like she was losing her mind. She started to wonder if she was indeed hallucinating, or if something more sinister was at play. She tried to brush it off, but the voices and the missing money continued to haunt her. But then, one day, she caught a glimpse of the truth. She came home late from work and rushed to her room to change. ANF rushed to the kitchen to start preparing dinner. But then, her phone rang and she immediately went to her room to get her phone. That's when she saw them, two ugly, mysterious creatures standing in her room, holding her phone, wig, and handbag. Lydia froze in shock, and the creatures started to run. They dashed into the sitting room, and that's when Chris saw them too. The creatures let out a loud scream and disappeared into thin air. Chris and Lydia were shocked and speechless. They couldn't believe what they had just witnessed. It dawned on them that the piggy bank Lydia had bought from the market was cursed. Both of them were shocked and speechless. They were so scared that they couldn't sleep on their apartment that night and went to their neighbors to sleep. The next day, Chris and Lydia went to the market to confront the old woman who had sold them the piggy bank. But when they arrived, they found her shop empty. The neighbors told them that the old woman had packed up her goods and left, saying she had found a better place to sell. Lydia told the neighbors about the strange occurrences, and one of the women revealed that she had experienced something similar. "Those piggy banks are cursed," she said. "They are made to bring wealth to the seller, but at a cost to the buyer." Lydia and Chris were relieved to have finally uncovered the truth. They vowed to be more careful in the future and to stay away from anything that seemed too good or bad to be true. They also decided to burn the piggy bank to rid themselves of the curse once and for all. As they watched the piggy bank burn, Lydia turned to Chris and said, "I'm glad we solved the mystery. But I'm also glad to be rid of that cursed piggy bank. I don't want any more surprises in my life." Chris laughed and hugged her, saying, "Don't worry, my dear. We'll stick to saving our money in a normal bank account from now on."